Most people think they think critically. They don't. They have opinions, strong ones. But opinions aren't critical thinking. Today, I'm going to give you 3 questions that, if you ask them consistently, will change how you think. So let's think again. Critical thinking isn't some abstract skill that you can learn in university. It's asking the right questions. Most people skip the questions. They jump straight to the answers, to positions, to defending what they already believe in. These 3 questions force you to actually think, not just react, not just defend. Think. Let's go. Question 1. What would change my mind? This is the most important question, and most people can't answer it. Here's how you know if you're thinking critically. Can you clearly state what evidence would make you change your position? Let's say that you believe that moving overseas is worth it. Okay, what makes you think that it's not? What evidence, what experience, and what argument? If you can't answer, you're not thinking, you're just defending, or you believe arranged marriages is wrong. What would make you think that it's more complicated than that? Most people, when asked this, say, nothing would change my mind. I'm very certain. See, that's not thinking, that's dogma. Because real thinking requires openness, not gullibility. You don't change your mind about every argument, but openness to the possibility that you could be wrong. See, I used to believe that financial success was required to speak up. What changed my mind? Watching people without money have powerful voices, confronting my own fears that had nothing to do with money. So here's an exercise. Pick one belief that you hold strongly, anything, and ask yourself, what would change my mind about this? If the answer is nothing, you're not thinking critically. You're locked in. Question 2 reveals what your belief is actually built on. What am I assuming? Every belief you hold rests on assumptions, hidden assumptions that you've never examined. And most of the time, you don't even know that they're there. Take a common belief, for example, that I should be successful by 30. Seems reasonable, right? Lots of people believe that. But what are you assuming? Let's break it down. Assumption number 1. Success has an age timeline. Does it? Who decided 30 is the deadline? Why not 25 or 40? Assumption 2. Success means something specific, probably money or career or status. But does it? Maybe success for you is peace of mind or strong relationships. Assumption 3. You should achieve it. Says who? Your parents? Society? Instagram? See what happened? One belief that I should be successful by 30 rests on 3 hidden assumptions. And if any of those assumptions are wrong, the whole belief collapses. Or take this, I should send money back to family in India. Assumption, you owe them financially. Do you? They raised you, yes, but does that create a debt? Who decided that? Assumption 2, sending money is the best way to help. Is it? Would teaching them how to invest or providing them with emotional support better? I'm not saying that you shouldn't send money. I'm just saying examine your assumptions. Take any belief and ask, what am I assuming to believe this? Write them down, make them visible, and then ask, are these assumptions true? You'll find out half of them aren't, and that changes everything. Question 3 is about intellectual honesty. What's the strongest argument against this? This one's hard because it requires you to argue against yourself. Most people, when they encounter an opposing view, they strawman it. They take the weakest, dumbest version of the other side and then destroy it. For example, people who believe that arranged marriages work are just following outdated traditions. It's very easy to dismiss. That's not critical thinking, it's intellectual laziness. Critical thinking requires you to steel man, taking the strongest, smartest version of the opponent's argument and then engage with that. So the steel man version of the above might look like this. Arranged marriages prioritize long-term compatibility over short-term passion. Families have perspective that emotional infatuation often lacks. And data shows that they have comparable or better outcomes in cultures where they are practiced thoughtfully. See, this is a much stronger argument. You can't just dismiss it. You have to actually think about it. Because if you can't argue against your own position convincingly, you don't actually understand the issue. So here's the test. Pick something you believe. Now argue against it as strongly as you can. If you can't, you don't understand the other side, which means that this belief isn't examined. It's just inherited, or just defend it. The goal isn't to change your mind. The goal is to understand what are you arguing against. And often that understanding deepens your position or changes it. Both outcomes are valuable. So here are the 3 questions. 1. What would change my mind? If the answer is nothing, you're defending, not thinking. 2. What am I assuming? Make your assumptions visible and then question them. 3. What's the strongest argument against this? Steelman the position. Argue against yourself convincingly. These 3 questions, if you use them convincingly, will transform how you think. Here's what you should do. Start small. Pick one belief. Run it through these questions and see what happens. You'll either strengthen the belief because it survives the scrutiny, or you'll realize that it needs refinement. Both outcomes are win-win. Because the goal isn't to have perfect beliefs. The goal is to have examined beliefs. Most people go through life with inherited opinions they never question. Don't be most people. Think again, use these questions, and see where they take you. If you want more content on critical thinking, examining beliefs, subscribe. Let me know in the comments which of these 3 questions is hardest for you. Thank you for watching.